Hello everyone, my name is Unyielding. Today I'm going to be covering the basics of IRONLIGHTS. So in today's video we're going to cover everything in the menu here. We're going to cover campaign, we're going to cover training, multiplayer, replays, sandbox, other tips. I'm going to go over the options menu quickly. So diving in, we are going to start with campaign. Usually when you're starting up, you'll see a menu similar to this. This menu, first will bring up your 10 classes. So, there are 10 classes in IRONLIGHTS. You have your Duelist, Monk, Ninja, Knight, Reaper, Crusader, Samurai, Berserker, Dragoon, and Scourge. Now, all of these classes each come with their name, a quick description, and these descriptions are quite fitting for every class, even in high-level play for IRONLIGHTS. Every description is incredibly accurate. Has their play difficulty, how hard they are to learn, and another quick description. So, when starting a campaign, typically you won't see this menu. First starting up the game, it'll throw you first into the tutorial. We're not going to go through the whole tutorial here, however, we'll go through a short bit here just to show you. Also, first starting IRONLIGHTS, there is a 2-hour free-to-play demo, so if you want to, you're not sure if you want to play the game, try it out. You've got 2 hours of free playtime. It's completely worth trying out. If you like it, the game's $20. Not all too crazy. Pretty worth it for the replayability and the price. So, be right. As you can see, first getting the tutorial. Weapons will fly in from the sides here. So, this is the Knight class. First, body weapons. IRONLIGHTS is a slow-motion melee combat game. You can see the swings are a lot slower. It prevents players from swinging super quickly as if you were in real time. What this leads to is a fluid style of combat. As you can see there, pressing the A button or the X button on your controller will pull you towards your enemy. So, hold your A or X, you're holding X, and pull. As it says here, A button, push away, or pull back. So push or pull. Here you can see some of the range attacks that this bot's throwing off. And headshots deal more damage than your typical body shots. You'll see very cool finishers through here. So now we're getting into what happens when the enemy comes towards you. So, as you can see, blocking, you're pulling the weapon behind you to refresh it. Whenever they hit my weapon, one part of this weapon goes away. So, pull behind, the weapon returns. Again, you cannot hit the enemy when they are attacking you. See, I try to swing through them, does nothing. They can hit me. This is what makes IRONLIGHTS unique, is its turn-based approach to slow-motion combat. So, as it says here, A and X, you see I'm out of energy, the blue bar there that's charging up for them. Red is health. Pink is the vulnerability. Vulnerability means you take more damage when they hit you. So, here's the range attack for Knight, as it says. sword, pull the trigger, and you release a wave of energy. As it starts there, show them what you can do, incorporating everything. Here we are, taking out the first one. Again, A or X. Range attacks. And those headshots deal extra damage. Remember, the weapon refreshes behind you. So, when you swing, you need to refresh it behind your back. We are going to skip this part here. Don't want to make the video all too long. So, we'll get into the campaign basics here. So, as you can see, you have your name and your trophy count. You win trophies by beating matches or winning duels. You have your tournaments. You can see it needs a minimum skill. Those are your trophies. Exhibition matches, using weapons that your normal fighters would not usually be able to. These ones will have smaller rounds with other people. Your suggested duels through here. Your difficulty tweaks will give you more rewards for harder difficulties. And then you have your armor. IRONLIGHTS has a very diverse customization system. You have all of these different armors, helmets, medals. Medals will be your main colors. See, I can change it to this. Maybe let's go with this. So, your armors, you might see these numbers. Damage reduction. See this light armor, it's pretty small. And this gallant, it's a little bit bigger. The gallant has -5%. That is -5% damage you'll be taking. You'll be taking 5% less damage. Let's say we bump up to the Ronin armor. Even bigger. Through here, 5% more. Then we bump up to something like heavyweight. You see, it obscures your view a bit. It's even bigger, but you get 15 total damage reduction, which comes incredibly in handy. Makes up for the fact that the armor is large. So, balances out in a good way. If we go back to our helmets, you can see have a large amount of cosmetics all the way down. There are 3 leagues in your campaign. The way you get to the next one is by beating the championship for this one. And fun fact, in the Gold League, you'll see below Vec, you have all of these bots that don't have all those other names like these other bots do. These ones are player-made bots. Specifically, player-made bots by people who've won a Major League tournament. As you can see, they have this helmet, which is only obtainable by winning that tournament. So, now we've got campaign out of the way, let's focus on training for a second. Training is a smaller aspect of it. Here, you can choose any class. See, I was on the Knight before, and now we are on the Crusader. Or switch to Duelist. You can switch to any of them. You can also select your opponent. Say we want to fight an easy monk. We can switch our opponent. So, we can make them attack us over here. See, it sends off an easy spot for us to fight. Then you have your endless attacks over here. Of course, that will make it so they keep attacking you over and over. They also have range attacks, so you can practice your range defense. You also can attack your opponent here. And this is an excellent place to kind of practice techniques or try and figure out how to play. You can also turn on opponent defense so that they will block your attacks, so you can practice getting around defense. You can also force slow motion. It's a little bit slower than normal, so I wouldn't recommend it. You can also turn on unlimited energy, so when you're over at your opponent, your energy doesn't decrease, so you can keep attacking them. That's all that is in training. Training is a great way of practicing, so be sure to check it out. We are going to get to one last PV AI element before we go on to our other one. This is Sandbox. Sandbox, as it says here, will allow you to fight with just about every single weapon in IRONLIGHTS, even custom ones. No point in ranking. You can make custom opponents here. Let's say we'll just go to one of the bots I have in my other YouTube videos. This is Pintoria. This is one of these story bots I have. So, as you can see, go through your menus, idle animations. This would be animations that are just for when they're standing around, really. You have your introductory animation. So, you press your B button and it will start the record. As you can see, the weapons fly in, it's recording, and after you hit B again, it stops that recording. So, when we hit our playback button, you can see what we just did shows up for the bot. And then the bot will do that every time it fights. You have your taunt animations for when you want to make fun. Your no weapons, this is what happens before the intro, if you're coming up on the podium. Charge ups, for when you want to charge up and look cool. Melees, those are your animation attacks here. As you can see, what we'll do here, we will go in, again, a play. We'll just do a quick attack like that, and then play it back, and the bot will come towards us and do those same animations. Range attack allows you to do your very own range attacks on your opponents. And as you can see, there are a large variety of weapons for you to choose from to make all these bots. You can also change the stage, the weather, how much they want to attack, and how much they want to use range attacks. You can see we switch between them, kind of to balance them out. You have your defense skills, so that's how well they defend your attacks, and then you have all of your customization options here too. And sometimes they will have featured bots here on the side, and this is where you download the bots. As you can see, this has a code here. These codes can be put into this to download bots, so anybody can play them. Now, here we got multiplayer. Multiplayer is your PvP setup. It's really where you will fight other people. As you can see, my rank is here, Elite. You have your coins, and you've got all your customization in your armory. So, on this tab here, you see there are private games. Private games, you'll put in a tag, so you can fight other friends. You can have host one. Then you have your matches. You see you'll go, try and find the match. It's a little late, so not many people are on, but there are standard duels. That's one duel, a ranked duel. Best of threes. That would be about 3 rounds of fighting at the most. That is also a ranked game mode, and they can ban classes. Casual, those are just for fun. You can fight just about any rank. Balanced, same as casual, but if you're lower ranked, you get more damage. Sandbox, casual, but with most of the sandbox weapons. Here you can see your rank progress. I'm at the bottom of the Elite here. You would be bringing that up to get to champion. So, closely ranked, in nearby regions. Of course, closely ranked will be in a couple ranks of you. In nearby regions will be only people in your specific area so that you can get better connection. Let's just say find match here. See, it will search for a match and cancel. On the bottom, while you wait, you have gifts made by players. These get uploaded sometimes whenever it updates. Of course, you can just scroll through them or they'll automatically play. This one's actually by me, so remember that. It's one of my older gifts put in. As you can see, I didn't match up with anyone, so it says waiting for opponent. You can play single player while you wait, or watch gameplay clips from here. So, if we hit play while we wait, we can go anywhere else in here and do whatever. It'll automatically connect us to a match. Now, fortunately, since no one's on, I can't really give an example of this at the top. But, say if we were going to, we would connect, pick our classes, and fight each other. Simple as that. And of course, I'll demonstrate an actual match here in a second. But, first, let's go into the Replays tab. Replays. You will get these at the end of a match. Have the option to save a replay. Here, we'll go up. Let's say Ramsey. Ramsey is a Major League champion, old Major League champion. Here is the replay menu. Very large, very complex. So, you have your video player down here. These tabs indicate who's attacking. See, Ramsey just went here. That's Ramsey. This is me. So, Ramsey, win. This is how long his attack was, and here's when I attacked. Get your button to record, to include player intros, and you can hide the UI, turn it back on, click on. Of course, you can pause, go back to the beginning, go fast forward. This controls the distance that camera there is away. So you see I push it out, goes out. You can choose the height, the angle, which will determine where it is around this circle, the rotation speed, determines how fast it goes around. I'm going to choose player 1B, which would be from Ramsey's perspective, or player 2B, which would be from my perspective. Or you can do orbit camera and just circles around. You also have handheld camera mode so that you can record these camera animations like this. And make especially scenic modes like this. Say Ramsey goes in, you can follow him and watch it. Back in orbit here for a second, and our options. Square video. This is good for YouTube Shorts or Instagram. It'll upload to your headset, so you can upload it directly to Instagram from there, or to Facebook. But again, it's good for any short-form content. This is for long-form content. Show health bars. This is usually on by default, but I tend to turn it off. It'll show you the health bars and energy as the match goes on. And as you can see, it does record your entire match while you play. So, it perfectly records your matches. You can see exactly what happened. Here's an option for faster melee, so the attacks come out faster, fit more into a clip. Slow hits, so every time someone gets a hit at you, like here, it should come in like that, and they'll slow it down. Or you have slow blocks, so every time they block, the video slows down. Of course, record, it will go to your headset gallery or camera. Now, before we close this out, we have the update tab over here. We'll tell you any news about the game and let you watch replays from the community. Button, this will take you to Iron Strike, the other game in there. And I would highly recommend checking out the tip menu. This will tell you an incredible amount about the game. Most people don't even check this out when they first start. However, it has an incredible amount of info that definitely recommend checking out. And of course, options, music volume, you can view the credits. Other things, left-handed comfort mode for people who might get motion sick. Show damage numbers, you can turn that off so you don't see those damage numbers. I turn on reduce particles because they get a bit distracting in the way, and you see it mode. This is for, so if I sat down here, turn it on, it automatically stands me up. Which one are seconds, obviously. But we will do one match here. We'll just go through the campaign so you guys can get a good example of what the game looks like. Unfortunately, I don't have these unlocked yet, so we will just have to settle with Valerian here. So, as you can see, start on this back platform and move our way up. Of course, you've got your big arena, all the people cheering you. You can see which classes are being played by these banners up here. I'm playing Knight. He's playing Knight. This is a good example of the bots I was talking about. Player-made bots will be just like this. See, I charged up. Vulnerability. And again, there is a 2-hour free demo, so it's a game heavily worth trying out. There's no downside to doing it. If you like it, buy it for $20. It's a good replayability all around. Incredibly enjoyable experience with hours and hours of content. I've played this game for about 3 years, so I've gotten to champion. I've already won major leagues, and I usually do community manager work for the game, along with tournament hosting. So see, Valerian might not be too much of a challenge for me right now. However, this is usually the enemy that most people will be fighting during their first parts of the game. This is probably where they'll get to on their first day. If not several. As you can see, when he takes damage on that vulnerability, it does a lot more than if he was just taking that health normally. Of course, we'll try and get something cool on him as a finisher so you can save it and upload it later for other people to look at. Cut him right through there. See, it gives you gold in your trophies and your option to save that replay. Alright, well that should be about it. Thank you for watching, as always. If you want to check out the game, go check it out on the Oculus Store. The game's name is IRONLIGHTS. Highly recommend it. Remember, 2-hour free demo. Definitely try it. You got 2 free hours of play. If you like it, $20 for hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay. I've certainly played it over 1,000. But, again, thank you for watching. I very much appreciate it. I'd definitely like to get some attention to this severely underrated game. Check out Iron Strike, these other games. If you don't want to fight people, it's a good PvE experience, nice little roguelike. And if you want to see more IRONLIGHTS content, go into the Discord. You can find people's bots there. There are saved gifts, and you can talk with people and find matches. So, again, check Discord, check out the Reddit. There's also a Twitch page if you want to follow that for any tournaments. And of course, you have my YouTube channel here. So, again, thank you for watching. I'm the Unyielding, your host. Have a pleasant day or evening.